If you're having trouble affording hearing aids but you still want good devices, these are the hearing aids you need to consider. Hey guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Phoenix, Arizona, and in this video, I'm sharing my top 4 picks for best affordable hearing aids here in 2025. Using price to decide which hearing aids you should buy is a very dangerous game to play. After all, there is a reason that there's a saying that goes, you get what you pay for. However, if you do not have a lot of money to spend on hearing aids, then you really don't have a choice. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to find the absolute best hearing aids that you can on a smaller budget. That's why I want to share my top picks for the best affordable hearing aids here in 2025 so you can still get a good pair of devices without breaking the bank. The hearing aids I'll be talking about in this video are legitimate prescription hearing aids that share some of the same great features you can find in premium hearing aids. And some of them you may be able to have programmed by a hearing care professional for less than what you would spend on a pair of over-the-counter hearing aids. Of course, price will vary depending on which clinic you get them from, but most of these hearing aids will only cost you a few $1,000 for a pair. Now, if you're more interested in finding the absolute best hearing aids that money can buy, I highly recommend that you check out my Best Hearing Aids of 2025 video series that I will have linked in the description. Just keep in mind that all of the best affordable hearing aids I'm going to be talking about in this video will only be good if you go to a hearing care professional who follows comprehensive audiologic best practices. Best practices are a series of considerations and procedures like speech and noise testing, test box measures, real ear measurement, and validated outcome measures to ensure that your hearing aids are optimized properly. And an easy way to find a hearing care professional who follows these best practices is to go to my website, HearingUp.com, and finding a HearingUp network member in your area. HearingUp members are committed to following comprehensive audiologic best practices to ensure that you can hear your absolute best with no matter what hearing aids you use. So if you want to make sure you get the most out of your affordable hearing aids, finding a HearingUp network member near you is your best bet. That being said, the first hearing aid to make this year's list of best affordable hearing aids of 2025 is the Oticon Intent 4. The Oticon Intent comes in 4 different technology levels. You have level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4, with level 4 being their most affordable option. This is the first time that Oticon has offered a 4th tier of technology on their flagship platform. All of Oticon's technology levels are loaded with a ton of great features, including Bluetooth LE audio with Auracast capabilities, lithium-ion rechargeability with 24 hours of operating time, cross-compatibility, telecoil, and tinnitus sound support, all of which were surprisingly made available inside of the Oticon Intent 4. But the big feature that makes the Oticon Intent 4 one of the best affordable hearing aids here in 2025 is that it still uses Oticon's Deep Neural Network version 2.0. Now, just in case you were unaware, a deep neural network is essentially an artificial human brain that has the ability to learn depending on the information that you feed it. In this particular case, Oticon's deep neural network was fed over 12 million different sound samples so it could learn the characteristic differences between speech and noise. And their deep neural network can identify these differences better than a man-made computer algorithm. This deep neural network allows the Oticon Intent 4 to do a very good job of separating speech from background noise as long as these hearing aids are programmed properly by your hearing care professional. The new Bluetooth LE audio feature is a significant upgrade over the previous generations of Oticon devices, and it allows your hearing aids to have better streaming sound quality with lower battery drain, and it even allows you to share your audio with someone else who has LE audio enabled devices. The Auracast broadcast audio feature, which is made possible by Bluetooth LE audio, allows you to tap into the audio system of a public venue as long as that public venue has an Auracast transmitter. So whether you go to a church, museum, sports bar, or Broadway show, you'll be able to stream that audio directly into your hearing aids when this becomes more available over the course of the next several years. Alright, let's go ahead and compare some of the performance capabilities and specification differences between the Oticon Intent 4s and the premium Oticon Intent 1s. You get up to 6 decibels of noise reduction in the Oticon Intent 4s, but you get 12 decibels of noise reduction in the Oticon Intent 1s. And you get 0 decibels of soft noise reduction in the 4s, while you get 6 decibels of soft noise reduction in the 1s. The sudden sound stabilizer feature gives you 2 adjustments inside of the 4s and 6 adjustments inside of the 1s. This feature allows you to bring down impulse noises. There are 48 processing channels with 14 programming adjustment bands inside of the 4s versus 64 processing channels and 24 adjustment bands in the 1s. One thing that you do not get inside of the Intent 4s is the new 4D sensor technology, which allows the Oticon Intent 1s to be able to survey your environment based on your body movement characteristics and put you into better program settings for that environment. At this low price point of the Oticon Intent 4s, they just could not include motion sensors inside of these devices. You can still fit the same wide range of hearing losses with the Intent 4s as you can with the Intent 1s, anywhere from a mild level hearing loss all the way up to a severe borderline profound level hearing loss, thanks to being able to use 60 decibel receivers all the way up to 105 decibel receivers. The Intent 4s are also really good at being able to amplify for a high frequency hearing loss just like the 1s are. You also get access to all of Oticon's wireless accessories, which include the Connect Clip, the TV Adapter 3.0, the Phone Adapter 3.0, the Remote Control 3.0, and even the EduMic. Despite being one of Oticon's budget hearing aid options, the Oticon Intent 4s are solid hearing aids that will cost you thousands of dollars less than the Oticon Intent 1s. And since these are the only budget hearing aids to use a deep neural network for sound processing, they are by far one of the absolute best affordable hearing aids you can get in 2025. Now, if you're looking for another affordable way to hear significantly better in a background noise situation, by far the best option that you have is Lace AI Pro Auditory Training. Think of auditory training as physical therapy just for your ears, and if you're going to go with a lower technology level of hearing aid, then there's the potential that you're going to leave some benefit in background noise on the table. And auditory training using Lace AI Pro can keep your performance at a higher level. With over 20 years and 80+ research studies later, Lace AI Pro has been shown to improve your speech and noise scores by up to 6 decibels, which is approximately a 60% improvement in background noise. The app is fun to use, and it only takes around 15 to 20 minutes per day of training for 1 month to get long-lasting benefits. If you would like to check out Lace AI Pro for yourself, I will have a link in the description of this video with a discount code for Dr. Cliff channel subscribers. All right, let's go ahead and get into the second hearing aid to make this year's list of best affordable hearing aids in 2025, and that hearing aid is the Phonak Audeo Infinio 30. The Phonak Audeo Infinio comes in 4 different technology levels. You have level 90, level 70, level 50, and level 30, with level 30 being their most affordable option. All of Phonak's technology levels on the Infinio platform include Bluetooth Classic connectivity with future LE audio and Auracast compatibility, MyPhonak app controls, rechargeability, and IP68 Plus waterproofing. It's important to understand that none of the hearing aids on the Infinio platform, including the Infinio 90s, use the new Deep Sonic chip. That is the artificial intelligence chip that is only used inside of the Infinio Sphere devices. However, all of the Infinio hearing aids have been upgraded to the new Era chip, which is also available inside of the Infinio 30. The Bluetooth in these hearing aids has been upgraded from version 4.2 to 5.3, which effectively doubles the transmission range from 30 feet to around 60 feet, and it has increased stability as well. This Bluetooth upgrade also makes these hearing aids future compatible with Bluetooth LE audio and Auracast that I briefly mentioned a minute ago. The rechargeable lithium-ion batteries inside of the Infinio 30s are exactly the same as what you will find inside of the higher technology levels of these hearing aids, which means that they still give you up to 16 hours of battery life on a single charge. All of the technology levels on the Infinio platform also have the ability to upgrade into a premium charger that has an internal power bank, so you can charge your hearing aids on the go for an additional fee, of course. All right, let's go ahead and compare some of the performance capabilities and technical specification differences between the Infinio 30s and the premium Infinio 90s. When it comes to the precision of programming, you get 12 different programming adjustment bands to break up the frequency range that you're programming for in the Infinio 30s, but you get 20 different adjustment bands inside of the 90s. Both the 30s and the 90s give you AutoSense OS 6.0, which allows your hearing aids to automatically identify the environment that you're in and put you into program settings that are ideal for that environment. However, the Infinio 30s only give you 2 different program classifications for all the different environments that you would go into, while you get 6 different environmental classifications inside of the 90s. The more precise that your hearing aids are able to classify the environment that you are in, the better your hearing care professional can customize the program settings for that environment. Both the 30s and the 90s give you 4 manual program options. You just have less programs to choose from inside of the 30s, so you're not able to customize it quite as much as what you can with the 90s. And all of the premium digital features such as speech enhancer, speech sensor, stereo zoom 2.0, dynamic noise cancellation, sound relax, duophone, and motion sensor hearing are not available on the 30s. This also means that there is no tap control on the 30s either, which means that you're not going to be able to double tap your ear to answer phone calls or hang up on phone calls or pause and resume streaming. However, the Infinio 30s do give you some access to different features that are also available on the 90s, which include real ear sound, ultra zoom, wind block, tinnitus balance, whistle block, noise block, and ear molds with acoustically optimized venting. The Infinio 30s also give you access to all of Phonak's wireless accessories, including the partner mic and the TV connector, as well as all of their Roger accessories, which definitely give you an unfair advantage when it comes to hearing and background noise. Although, let's be honest, the Roger accessories may actually cost you more than what these hearing aids will cost you. Nevertheless, the Phonak Audeo Infinio 30 hearing aids are some of the best affordable hearing aids that money can buy here in 2025, and are definitely worth your consideration. Okay guys, hopefully you're enjoying this video so far. If you are, make sure that you hit that like button because it really helps out the channel, and if you are not yet subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on, go ahead and do that as well. It is greatly appreciated. And because what's affordable to one person may not necessarily be affordable to another person, let me know down in the comments section what the cost of hearing aids would have to be for you to consider them to be affordable. Okay, let's go ahead and get on to the third hearing aid to make this year's list of best affordable hearing aids in 2025, and this hearing aid is the Signia Pure Charge and Go T1iX. I know that's a mouthful, but bear with me here. The Signia Pure Charge and Go TiX hearing aids come in 5 different technology levels. You have level 7, level 5, level 3, level 2, and level 1, with level 1 being their most affordable option. While the 1X version of this hearing aid may be the hearing aid that has been stripped of the most features of any hearing aid on this year's list, is probably also the cheapest hearing aid on this year's list. Despite that, the 1iX hearing aids still have some pretty good features, including augmented focus to separate speech from surrounding sounds, ear-to-ear wireless 4.0, automatic microphone directionality, speech and noise management, e-windscreen, and feedback cancellation. As far as connectivity goes, you're really not sacrificing anything when it comes to the 1iX hearing aids. You still have the ability to connect to Android phones and Apple phones, and you still have access to Bluetooth LE audio and Auracast. The T designator inside the name of this hearing aid indicates that you also have a telecoil, and these hearing aids are compatible with all of Signia's wireless accessories, including the Streamline mic, the Streamline TV, and the mini pocket remote control. And you still have access to the Signia app, which allows you to switch between different programs, change your volume levels, get telecare remote programming, and access to the Signia AI assistant. As far as performance capabilities and technical specification differences between the 1iX and the premium 7iX, the 1iXs do not give you access to real-time conversation enhancement, conversation booster, speech focus, own voice processing 2.0, motion sensors, binaural or adaptive microphone directionality, the spatial configurator in the Signia app to control the directional pickup of your microphones, or any tinnitus capabilities. In terms of programming optimization, the 1iX hearing aids give you 16 processing channels with 8 programming adjustment bands, versus 48 processing channels and 20 adjustment bands in the 7iX hearing aids. And you get access to 4 manual programs in the 1iX and 6 manual programs in the 7iX. There is no HD music option inside of the 1iX like you can get inside of the 7iX, but you still have cross compatibility, frequency compression, and data logging that you can do inside of the 1iX hearing aids. Now you might be thinking to yourself that Signia stripped a heck of a lot of features out of the 1iX hearing aids, and they did, but these hearing aids are still really solid devices, and at this price point, it definitely gives them a spot on this year's list best affordable hearing aids of 2025. And last but not least, the 4th hearing aid to make this year's list of best affordable hearing aids here in 2025 is the Widex Moment SmartRIC 110. The Widex Moment SmartRIC comes in 4 different technology levels. You have level 440, $330, $220, and $110, with $110 being their most affordable option. The best thing about the Widex Moment SmartRIC hearing aids is their pure sound technology with zero delay sound processing that exists inside of all of their technology levels. The reason why this is the best thing is because Widex's whole philosophy is that less is more. Widex is the one hearing aid brand that believes that the less you do when it comes to digital signal processing, the faster the processing will be and the better the sound quality will be. So if you go at the lower tier technology level that reduces the amount of digital signal processing that happens to an incoming signal, you're really not going to be sacrificing that much. Now, even though Widex did take away some features out of the 110s compared to the 440s, which I'll explain here in a minute, they did keep some of the same features. These include noise reduction, soft level noise reduction, and the Widex tinnitus features, including the Zen tones. All of the Widex Moment SmartRIC hearing aids are also rechargeable using lithium-ion battery technology, and their chargers come standard with an internal power bank. They are very water and debris resistant with an IP68 rating, and they are capable of treating anywhere between a mild level hearing loss all the way up to a severe level of hearing loss. All of the Widex Moment SmartRIC hearing aids also benefit from the more horizontal microphone placement, which aids in microphone directionality, which can help you hear better in a background noise situation. As far as connectivity goes, you get Bluetooth Low Energy for connecting with Apple devices, and you get the Asha Bluetooth protocol for connecting with Android devices. This means that you also get access to the Widex Moment smartphone app so you can make different program adjustments and volume adjustments to your hearing aids. As far as accessories, the Widex Moment SmartRIC 110s are compatible with the Widex Sound Connect dongle, and all the DeX assistive listening devices, including the Widex Sound Assistant, the TV DeX, the TV Play, the FM Plus DeX, the RC DeX, and the Com DeX. When it comes to performance capabilities and technical specification differences between the 110s and the premium 440s, there are several. As far as precision of programming goes, there are 6 adjustment bands for the 110s and there are 15 adjustment bands for the 440s. Perhaps the biggest sacrifice of the 110s compared to the 440s is that you do not get access to this SoundSense Learn app inside of the Widex Moment smartphone app. The SoundSense Learn feature essentially would allow you to use machine learning to train your hearing aids to sound better in different listening situations. In the 110s, you also only get 3 different environmental classifiers as opposed to 11 environmental classifiers inside of the 440s. Just like with the Phonak hearing aids that I mentioned a few minutes ago, this particular feature allows your hearing aids to identify the characteristics of your environment and put you into better program settings for those environments. You also get access to 3 manual programs in the 110s and 5 manual programs inside of the 440s. There are several other features that you also do not get access to inside of the 110s, including the Smart Wind Manager, High Frequency Boost, Speech Enhancer, HD Locator, True Sound Softener, and SoundSense Adapt. Despite the different features that have been taken out of the 110s, the Widex Moment SmartRIC 110 devices are still some of the absolute best affordable hearing aids that you can get in 2025 and should make your short list of devices to consider. And there you go. Those are, in my opinion, the 4 best affordable hearing aids that you can get here in 2025. Let's go ahead and do a quick recap. First, we had the Oticon Intent 4, which is the only hearing aid with a deep neural network trained using artificial intelligence to make this list. Second, we had the Phonak Audeo Infinio 30, which has excellent universal Bluetooth connectivity and future compatibility with Bluetooth LE audio. Third, we had the Signia Pure Charge and Go T1iX, which is the most basic hearing aid on this list as it is a 5th tier technology, but it is also one of the lowest cost devices that you will be able to find. And fourth, we had the Widex Moment SmartRIC 110 that shares a lot of similarities with the premium 440 tech level, including their pure sound and zero delay signal processing. Now here's the thing, you can always find cheaper hearing aids if you look around, but most of them are absolute garbage. But as you can see, if you're looking to improve your hearing and you need to do it on a budget, you still have some really good options to consider here in 2025.